And we're following a developing story in Waterbury tonight where 40 students and one teacher have been taken to 2 city hospitals after a carbon monoxide leak at a school. Most of those kids, though, have been released and they're back home tonight.
Scary day, though. It all happened this morning at the Barnard Elementary School. News 8's Annie Rourke begins our News 8 team coverage live at the school tonight with what happened. Annie, do we know yet what caused that leak?
We do, Darren. It was a carbon monoxide leak. It was a faulty furnace door that apparently caused it. Police and firefighters rushed to Barnard Elementary School here in Waterbury when a large number of students and teachers started getting sick. They were very lucky, though, because that poisonous gas can be deadly.
A 5th grade youngster was walking past the principal, and after he said hello, he said he wasn't feeling well.
But he wasn't sick. The Barnard Elementary student felt dizzy and even fell over. But it wasn't until another student and a teacher fell ill that they knew something was very wrong here. The superintendent tells News 8 carbon monoxide was leaking out of a furnace door connected to the chimney.
And so we ended up with a total of 40 students divided between the 2 hospitals.
As well as 2 teachers, a parent liaison, and the custodian. The other students were evacuated out of their classrooms, then gathered in the gymnasium.
We saw some fire drills and from firemen and fire trucks and cop cars.
First grader Jillian Minicucci felt fine, but her family says it is still a really scary situation. Carbon monoxide has no odor, no color, and can be deadly.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But hopefully they're taking care of the situation.
There are 250 students at Barnard, and the school is 110 years old, the second oldest in Waterbury. But there are no carbon monoxide detectors here. The superintendent couldn't give us a reason why, just that they didn't have them.
No, we have smoke detectors, but it looks like we will be getting carbon monoxide detectors.
Those detectors are pretty cheap. They're very easy to use. Again, the superintendent says they will be getting them now. We'll have more on that coming up at 6 o'clock. Live in Waterbury, I'm Annie Rourke, News 8.
All right, Annie, thanks. Tonight we spoke to one mother whose son was taken to the hospital after that CO leak today.
And we're also learning more on how local hospitals prepare for these types of events. News 8's Jocelyn Mementa live at St. Mary's Hospital in Waterbury tonight where most of the kids were taken. Jocelyn?
Well, Sonia, the emergency department here at St. Mary's was already jammed with patients when students from Barnard began arriving here, but the staff was well prepared, implementing the entire disaster team. 20 students and 1 adult were treated at St. Mary's Hospital for carbon monoxide poisoning. CO is odorless with deadly consequences. Dr. Peter Jacoby heads up the emergency department.
First child we had was the one who prompted the 911 call. That was a child who passed out. The fire department's response and ability to detect something else made it very helpful for all of us.
Though initial panic set in, parents like Maria Hulse quickly found comfort.
CO is one of the scariest fumes because it's the deadliest killer. It's, you can't smell it, so it's scary. So I was, praying for my child and for all the other kids at Barnard and the staff that everybody's fine.
Emergency personnel were ready to respond as soon as that first 911 call came in.
Oh, they metered, they discovered elevated levels of CO, around 50 parts per million.
How high is that?
Our action criteria is 25 parts per million, so it's double.
All the students here at St. Mary's have been discharged, and now the adult is scheduled to be released within the hour. Now, the cases here were fairly mild with symptoms of headaches, dizziness, and nausea. Now, I'm told that 12 students and a teacher were being treated, or rather an adult were being treated at nearby Waterbury Hospital. Now, tonight at 6, you'll hear from the first student who collapsed, prompting that 911 call. Live in Waterbury, Jocelyn Mementa, News 8.